Hey, what's up? It's Victor. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well and dressing your best. In today's video, as you can see by the title, we're gonna be walking through my entire sneaker slash shoe slash boot collection. I've been getting a ton of comments from you guys asking to see my entire shoe collection. So in this video, I'm gonna be running through my entire shoe collection and talking about the story behind each shoe, as in why I bought them and how I style them. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So we're gonna start off from the top. So the first pair of shoes in my collection are these Naked Wolf shoes. Naked Wolf sent me these last year as a gift, and honestly, they're pretty fire. One thing that I didn't like about these is they didn't have my size. They gave me a size 10 in the US, so although these are super fire, they just don't fit me. I really like the laces on these shoes. They kind of give me that Lanvin look, if you know what I'm talking about. I can put a picture right here. If I were to style these, I would probably pair these shoes with some insanely baggy jeans. And yeah, these are my first shoes, and it's from Naked Wolf. The next pair of shoes that I have in my collection are these ET sneakers. These are low-key super fire. I copped these on Essence, I believe 2 years ago, and I really haven't worn them as much as I wanted to recently, but I'm probably gonna pull them out more in the summer. I really like the look and the silhouette of these shoes. It's very bulky and chunky, and it's perfect if you want to style it with some baggy pants. The upper is made out of this cotton canvas material, and then the buckles are made out of the silver material, which I think is really cool. And yeah, these shoes are really fire, and it's perfect to wear for honestly any casual occasion. The third pair of sneakers in my collection are my beloved Nike Monarchs. These are probably one of my oldest shoes in my collection. I got these in Portland, Oregon back in 2018 or 19, and that was a time when bulky shoes were trending. I remember I wanted to cop the Balenciaga Triple S's, but I had no money back then, so I went with these. I remember pulling up to high school in these and getting absolutely clowned on for wearing these, but honestly, I thought these were super fire. I just really like the silhouette of these shoes, and these shoes are extremely comfortable to wear. And yeah, these shoes brought me a lot of memories, and I'm probably gonna keep these in my collection for a very long time. Now getting into my boot collection, my first pair of boots I've ever bought for myself were these Alexander McQueen Chelsea boots. I bought these on sale at Neiman Marcus for I believe $200 and something. I gotta check, but yeah, this is what got me into like high-end fashion. I just like how sleek these shoes look with this plastic coating on the bottom, and whenever I need to go to like a fancy occasion or want to dress, you know, super bold, I always gravitate towards these boots. Another fun fact about these boots is that these shoes are my first designer purchase that I've ever made, so there's a lot of memories to these too. Now, the next boot in my collection are these Toga Chelsea boots. So these are a pretty recent addition to my collection. I bought these boots on Essence this year during their Essence winter sale, and I just really like Toga as a brand in general. I just like how unique their designs are with all of their metal accents on their shoes. It just gives a shoe a very unique flair. As you keep watching this video, you're gonna see that I own a ton of black boots, and I'm not ashamed of it. I just think you need a pair of black boots for every single occasion, and these boots are when you want to go out and make a statement. If you throw these on to a nice fancy dinner, everyone's gonna ask where you got these shoes. And yeah, these are one of my favorite shoes to wear right now. The next boot in my collection are these Doc Martin 1461 mono boots. So the story behind these boots is that I bought these because my cousin owned a pair, and I thought it was super fire. Man, I really wanted to love these, but these boots are extremely uncomfortable. If I gotta be honest with you, I think I've only worn these like 3 or 4 times because of how unbearable it is to wear. And I know a lot of people say you have to wear it like 50 times to break it in, but I don't think I can wear it 50 times, so these are just on my shelf. There's really not much to say about these boots other than that they just sit on my shelf now. The next boot in my collection are these Abilene Chelsea boots that I bought from Amazon. So I bought these 2 years ago, and that was when the cowboy boot trend was on the rise. And I was like, you know what? Let me find a pair of boots that I can wear that isn't too crazy like the tall cowboy boots, but still has that same silhouette and vibe. And then I stumbled upon these. Honestly, these are very comfortable to wear. I just really like the material of the boot, and although the heel is very tall, it's still easy to walk in. And yeah, I usually throw these on when I want to kind of spice up my outfit and go for a more Western vibe. The next pair in my collection are these Doc Martin 1461 boots. Now, again, these boots are also somewhat uncomfortable to wear. I honestly do believe that the black ones are worse, but these still are pretty tough to wear. Honestly, these boots are perfect if you just want to go out and wear a casual outfit. I mean, if you ignore the comfortability, these shoes are very nice. The reason why I don't wear these too often is that I'm not really into boots with laces. I kind of like, you know, a regular Chelsea boot where you can just throw on and go instead of having to tie your shoes. That's the reason why these sit on my shelves, but I do still like these shoes a lot. The next pair of boots in my collection are these Mango Man Chelsea boots. I bought these shoes 2 years ago in 2022, and these are like my daily beaters. I really like how comfortable these shoes are to wear. And the one thing that I really like about these shoes is the sole. Although the shoe is in this classic Chelsea boot silhouette, the sole just makes the shoe more easy to wear and more casual. I usually throw these shoes on when I want to wear any casual outfit and want to wear all black. And yeah, I've worn these like 100 times already, and these are probably one of my favorite shoes in my collection. The next pair of shoes in my collection are these ASOS Oxfords. So these shoes are actually sent to me as a gift from ASOS, and honestly, these shoes are really fire. I really like the metal tip in the front and the way the shoe is shaped. But the one thing that I don't really like about these shoes is that the material isn't really that nice. And I'm not hating on ASOS, you know, they make some fire pieces, but for these shoes in particular, the material I feel like is a little too thin and it's very hard to wear. So these are mainly just my shoes that kind of leave on my shelf to make it look nice. And yeah, I don't really wear these too often. My next pair of shoes are these Toga laced Oxfords. Now again, I own a lot of Toga shoes, and these shoes are my first Togas that I've ever bought. I also bought these on Essence, I believe last year during their winter sale. And the reason why I really gravitated towards these shoes was because of their design. If you look closely, you can see all of this embroidery on the shoes. It kind of gives like this cowboy derby vibe that I really like. I've honestly worn these only like a couple of times. I actually brought these to Paris last year. I would have worn these shoes way more often, but the thing is, I ordered the wrong size. They are like a half size or a size bigger than my actual size. And I can't really wear these too often because they just slip off my feet when I walk. So yeah, these are my first ever Toga shoes. My next pair of shoes in my collection are these Doc Martens platform Oxfords. Now these are probably one of my most worn shoes in my collection. I bought these I believe 2 years ago, and I love how comfortable it is to wear. I like how thick the sole is. It gives you a lot of height when you walk, and it's just a very nice shoe that you can wear for any occasion. There's really not much to say other than I've worn these like over 300 times, and yeah, these are just one of my favorite shoes in my collection. The next pair of shoes in my collection are these Aldo boots. There's really not much to say about these shoes. I think I've only worn them like once. I got this during Christmas, so you know, it wasn't really like my favorite boot. You can see there's a ton of dust on it, but yeah, I just kind of leave this on my shelf. The next pair of shoes in my collection are these Roe hiking boots. These shoes are really fire if you want to go for that gorpcore aesthetic. And these shoes are perfect to pair with some nice parachute pants. The one thing that I don't really like about these shoes is how hard it is to put on. As you can see, the lace situation is crazy. And I understand it's because it's for hiking, but for daily wear, it's really annoying to, you know, put on and take off. So I don't really gravitate towards these a lot. Now, my next pair of shoes in my collection, which is one of my favorites, are these Doc Martens Adrian loafers. I've legit worn these everywhere. I worn these to the airport, the beach. I believe I worn this when I was hiking one time. And yeah, these are just extremely versatile. I really like how comfortable these shoes are and how durable the material is. If you're looking for a pair of versatile and long-lasting loafers to buy, then you need to check out these Doc Martens Adrian loafers. These are one of my favorite pairs of shoes in my collection, and I'll always have these in my wardrobe. The next pair of shoes in my collection are these Doc Martens Oxfords. I forgot the name of them, but they have this like cowboy aesthetic. I bought these 3 years ago during my rise on TikTok, and I just thought these shoes were really cool. Do I wear them often now? No, but I do like to throw them on once in a while. Again, this shoe's the same silhouette as my other Doc Martens, but just in this more unique colorway. I usually throw these on when I want to add a little bit more color to my outfit. And yeah, these shoes are pretty fire. My next pair of shoes in my collection are these Converse. Now, these shoes were sent to me as a gift, and honestly, I don't really throw these on a lot, but I do like to throw them on for special occasions. These are perfect if you want to go for a more casual outfit. I honestly like these more than the original Converse Chuck Taylors because of how unique the sole is. The next pair of shoes in my collection is a fairly recent pickup, and it's these Gucci puffer boots. I caught these boots last year during the summer, and these shoes are probably one of my favorite shoes to wear. I remember seeing this in the store and I was like, man, this shoe is so fire. These shoes are extremely unique. I really love the upper being this puffer material and then the bottom being this regular Chelsea platform boot. It's a very nice boot that I can throw on when I want to wear something more stylish. And yeah, I've worn these a ton recently, and I'm probably gonna keep wearing it until summer hits. Now, the next pair of shoes in my collection are probably my most hype shoes. It's these Jordan 1 Mochas. I've been getting a ton of comments from TikTok about these shoes. I bought these, I believe, in 2020 for retail, and I've never really actually worn these. these. The reason I bought these was because I really love the design and like the silhouette of the shoe, but wearing it itself is not really my cup of tea. I just feel like the shoe is a little too flat for my liking. I like shoes that kind of give me more height. And yeah, these just sit on my shelf. The next pair of shoes in my collection are these Nike Air Force Ones. Yes, everyone should own at least one pair of Air Force Ones in their life. There's really not much to say about these shoes. Everyone knows them, everyone owns them, and they're just a very easy pair of shoes to throw on when you want to wear a casual outfit. And yeah, here are my Nike Air Force Ones. My next pair of shoes are probably one of my oldest shoes in my collection, and they are the JW Anderson Converse. Honestly, I think I've only worn these like 3 or 4 times. I was actually influenced to buying these when I saw a picture of Russell Westbrook wearing them, and I thought they were super fire. But honestly, I feel like I just can't pull them off. These shoes are really cool to look at, but I feel like they're just a little bit too loud to wear in my opinion. So I usually don't gravitate towards these shoes. And yeah, here are my pair of JW Anderson Converse. I think I said I only own 1 pair of Converse just now, but I actually own 2, and this is my last one. My next pair of shoes are these Doc Marten platform Oxfords. I copped these shoes last year. I would actually like these shoes a bit more if they were built better. And what I mean by that is they should have built this back part a little taller to give you more ankle support. I don't really wear these anymore because they're a safety hazard to me. And yeah, here are my Doc Marten platform Oxfords. My next pair of shoes in my collection, which is the last Toga shoe, is these Toga loafers. I bought these the same time I bought the Chelsea boots. And again, they're just a very unique and stylish shoe. I really love the fat buckle in the front and how easy it is to style. These are the perfect shoes to wear when your outfit is very simple and you want to spice it up. And yeah, I've been wearing these a couple times per month. The next pair of shoes in my collection are these beat up Nike Sacai waffles. These were at one point my favorite shoes to wear. I think everyone knows the collaboration between Nike and Sacai, and I actually copped these I believe in 2020. The shoe itself is so fire. I love the detailing with the suede all over the shoe and this giant midsole that sticks out, giving it that signature look. And yeah, nowadays I usually only throw these on when I'm going to the gym. The next pair of shoes in my collection are these Asics/Awake New York. These are probably the most colorful shoes in my collection. The reason why I bought these shoes was because of how unique the colorway was. I really like the contrast between the green and the blue and the silver. I usually throw these on when I'm going to the gym or when I'm wearing an all black outfit and I want to spice up the fit and add some more color to it. The next pair of shoes in my collection are these high top Doc Marten platform boots. Now, if I'm gonna give an honest review of these shoes are extremely uncomfortable to wear. You got 2 disadvantages. It's a high top and it's a platform shoe. These shoes are also like 2 pounds each. So you're basically walking with like 4 pounds on your feet, which is insanely uncomfortable. So I usually do not wear these at all. Now, these last 2 boots are probably my most worn shoes in my collection, and it's these Bottega Veneta puddle boots. Now, starting with the one I got first, this off-white color. These boots in general are probably the most comfortable boots I've ever owned in my entire life. My favorite things about these is number 1, it's waterproof. Number 2, it's easy to slip on. And number 3, it's extremely comfortable to walk in for a long period of time. If you look at my fit pics on Instagram, you can see that most of my fits are usually with these Bottega Veneta puddle boots. They're super fire, and even though the shoe looks very simple, the silhouette is super nice. And yeah, these are my most worn shoes in my collection. And there you go. Let me know which shoes that I own is your favorite and what is your all-time favorite pair of shoes to wear. And other than that, enjoy the rest of your day, keep dressing nice, and I'll see you next time. Peace.